Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to PlayFrame and the Case of the Golden Idol.
And to Chapter 2, right?
Yes, we're going to Chapter 2. Also, this is pronounced a Qatar.
A Qatar.
A Qatar.
Wait, no. I was trying to imitate you. How did you say it?
I think we're basically saying it right. It's like Qatar. Yeah.
Qatar?
Yeah.
Not Catter?
Not Catter.
Definitely not Catter.
Or cater or any other thing of that sort. It's in the ballpark of Qatar. It's a whole like Indian punch knife weapon thing. Anyway.
Isn't Akatar something?
Probably. And Qatar with a Q is also like a country. And there's other things that are similar.
Many words
exist. But right, Chapter 2 is where we're going now.
Right.
The Cursed Inheritance, the murder at the Little Mermaid. Which... Oh, that's what this one is, the murder at the Little Mermaid, and then there's other ones. So,
yes,
we begin.
Part 4. Chapter 2, The Cursed Inheritance, the murder at the Little Mermaid. We've already said that. Oh, my.
And here we are.
Revenge.
Much to explore before thought begins. Let's see. Much to explore.
I'm seeing an attic with passageways that might allow someone egress into a room.
Yeah, here, maybe we'll just start by going left to right.
Yeah. Boy.
View outdoors, hello. Why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read?
Oh.
Let's see, well, an old rusty half of shears.
Not a dagger or a knife.
No.
Or a Qatar.
Wide variety of bladed weaponry already.
Right.
A piece of stale bread and... You can lie low for a couple of days in the old oarsman's place down at the docks.
Man, that's frustrating, though. For that person, particularly.
Yeah. An empty bed, not warm. Coat left there, though. A trap door in the ceiling.
Forget-me-nots.
Oh.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
It's a better guess than I've got. The door does not open. Interesting. Okay.
Huh.
More down there.
No. Let's
one thing at a time.
Upstairs first.
Upstairs, yes. Okay.
The next door?
The door does not open. It has a key in it, though.
Yep, that one's locked for a reason.
Trapdoor in ceiling.
Dandelion?
I think so. Looks that way to me.
Yeah.
Revenge. R.R.
Maybe they tried twice to write revenge, and it wasn't working out for them, so they had to go up higher to write revenge.
I mean, it's not like they misspelled anything yet.
No, but maybe they just didn't like the shape of the R, you know?
Ah, I see. Perfectionism.
This just isn't working for me. I get it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, boy.
The man is not breathing. A walking cane and another red ring with a ruby.
This might be Willard Wright.
It's possible. Hard to tell with hat.
Yeah.
Broken window on this one, and also someone out there with...
Something?
Noisemaker? Shards of glass lie in the mud. Alarm, alarm, a break-in! Oh, it is a little noisemaker thing.
Oh, Watchman number 2, Henry Parker. That's...
Nice.
Alarm rattle. I want to know how that works.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to look that up later.
Watchman's lantern and Watchman's spear. Okay.
Also not a knife.
Wait.
What?
Something else, though.
Is there something? Oh, Henry Parker. You can select his name.
Oh, you're right. There we go.
Perfect.
There we go. Okay. On the table, we have a washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water and... Dear proud beast master, I have attended our departed brother's send-off and accepted the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th. I hope it will reach you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to my bed, for this has been a long day. May Griffin awaken, proud beast initiate.
That is written by Will Wright.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you are correct.
He's the one who accepted the keepsake that was bestowed upon them by our dear departed brother.
Okay, it seems like, like a secret order has formed around this idol and its use.
Very much, yeah.
The proud beasts.
And we're also like 3 days post the reading of the will.
Yeah.
So. Was there anything in that we could underline?
I'll double check. It doesn't look like it given the red shinies, but To my dear Maurice.
Maurice.
The watch is ticking. Okay. Idle gone.
Oh.
Oh. But it does have a little musical
Music box.
tone to it. Interesting.
Maurice.
Hmm.
Maurice. LeFou, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
We can't do the whole musical number right now. We have a mystery to solve.
A dangerous pastime, I know.
And we're specifically not thinking. You see where the arrow is pointed.
Well, I mean, Gaston wasn't really thinking either.
It's true, but
He just said the word. He doesn't know what it means.
we have another floor to get to. Who are you carousing folk?
Let's see.
Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? Hand of cards, 7 pence, a key, and a small sword.
No, he has all those things.
Yeah, you do have all these things. I don't know what the man you're referring to is.
Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought me a drink and then retired upstairs.
Hand of cards. To Annie. You are beautiful like a rose. For you I will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of wine. Your hair is very fine. Not great at this. I will find gold in a mine if that makes you forever mine.
Oh.
Your piglet full of love. Rough.
Oh, boy.
2 shillings and 4 pence. Key. Stiletto blade. All right.
Something on the table?
Yeah. This clue's been added to the thinking panel.
Maybe the cards played, or...
Quite possibly, but also... Oh, that's probably...
That's tallying scores, right?
Yeah, that seems to me like it's tallying scores. So we've got Wright, we've got...
Annie.
Yeah.
We've got Maurice. Emmy. I don't know who JB or OB
Yeah, I'm forgetting
be.
I'm forgetting names a little bit.
I mean, we don't know who most of these people are. We haven't met them before.
That's true. I guess a lot of these are new faces.
Yeah.
Just deal the next one. It's all luck anyway. Cards, money, key. We'll have keys. Probably, I guess, to your rooms.
Yeah.
Dagger.
A dagger.
Remember, you as an agent of our trading company have to reflect its values to the fullest. 1. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. 2. Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. 3. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with a servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless.
And your names are...
Yes, if you could speak them into the microphone. Oh, mother, forgive me. I'll never gamble with something so dear to me again.
Oh, did you almost lose your bow?
Possibly. Or Violet. Might have lost something. A Navajo folding blade. Key. Violin.
That's what he's playing right now.
Yeah.
I guess it's not necessarily just the bow. It might be the bow and the violin itself.
Possibly. It's making it work. Well, I mean, this is what's advertised, though, I suppose. Don't know what he lost.
Amazing Evans musical performance. He might have gambled with his instrument and almost lost it.
Oh, yeah.
But then did not.
That could be.
On September 9th, event shall commence circa 11 p.m.
Okay. Wanted, Robert Rudruth. Redruth, escaped convict. Reward, £50.
Tense guy.
Tab.
Annie Green.
Oh.
Briage and Blair were the other two. OB and JB, I think it was.
Oh. Yep. Right, you are. Okay. And September 9th, Dandelion Room.
I was right.
You were correct. Well done. The Forget-Me-Not Room, yeah, good with both. Ash Blair over in that one.
Interesting. Okay.
And where did that blasted boy go? I really need a piss. You have large kitchen knife, partially peeled lemon, ring of various keys, and September 8th, Dear Oscar Boyton,
OB.
It has come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I will come by in 3 days. If you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you are willing to earn extra money, reach out to me.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, and the door to the street is shut with a latch.
I thought that there was another gold sparkle, but it's actually just him peeling the lemon.
Yeah, that threw me off a little bit too. This is shining yellow. I wonder if there's... no, I think that's just
just
Okay. I think we've examined the full scene. Let's give a little thought to things.
All right. So we can identify Annie Green right off the bat.
I believe so. Willard Wright
Willard
probably
Wright as well.
Yeah. Annie Green. Here we are. Okay. Boyton, probably you.
Yes,
Oscar Boyton. The performer.
Evans.
Okay.
I don't remember if they said his. I think it just said Evans, but Amazing
Evans. Yeah. Okay.
Was it? Did we see Ash Evans somewhere?
Something about that does feel kind of familiar, actually.
We saw something with Ash, maybe in the guest book. On the counter.
Ash Blair. Okay.
Ash Blair. Okay.
Ash Blair for one night.
Maybe it's Maurice Evans. There was an M.E. somewhere, I think.
Oh, you might be right. Let's see.
Where did I see M.E.? Was it in the gambling note? In the tallying of the scores?
Let's check that. AGWWME. Okay.
Yeah.
And JBOB. Okay.
And he lost. Maurice lost bad.
Oh, yep. Right,
Yeah.
you are. So yeah, that would be Maurice Evans. Okay.
So we can fill in the top line of the betting slip as well with Annie Green, Will Wright, and Maurice Evans, the other side of the screen.
Okay. So Annie Green, Will Wright,
and Maurice Evans. Annie Green,
JB and OB, but I don't know who is who on this one.
Yeah.
Because we have a Brieg and a Blair.
And Blair is Ash Blair, so that's actually AB. OB is Oscar Boyton.
Oh, yep. I'm gonna call Robert Redruth on here.
Ah, good call. That's our wanted individual.
Yeah.
So yeah, up there.
Actually, I guess this is easier, isn't it?
Yeah, we can do.
Willard Wright.
I think you can drag them from the middle panel.
I think it will. I think it'll move them since it's not solved yet. So
got it.
Yeah.
I thought it might be easier, but
yeah, it would be if they'd stay, but it's probably for the best they don't stay if we're not sure yet.
That's fair. OB is Oscar Boyton and Annie Green.
Annie Green. Oscar Boyton. Here we go. I guess Annie Green for all of these.
Yeah, and AB is Ash Blair.
Annie Green, Ash Blair.
Which leaves John Briage?
Or maybe Brieg.
Brieg? Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking.
I might be wrong. I don't know for sure. That's my guess, though.
Brieg sounds more likely.
There we go. Correct.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. So, people who are still playing, because Oscar Boyton is at the counter. We've got him identified.
Right. Hold on. Real fast. What's the name on your Henry Parker? Okay. Right. So that's you.
Oh, right. Yeah. Hey.
Henry Parker. Okay. So it's really just you two. We got to figure out who's who, and we might need to.
One of them's Ash and one of them's John.
Yeah. Let's examine your stuff one more time. No clues on you.
There. No name on the hilt.
No clues on you either.
Interesting.
What does that man have that I lack versus just do the next one? It's all luck anyway.
Let's take a look at their
It feels like that, like whoever's losing or like doing worse is going to be this one, because like that seems like a statement to say if you're not
down on your luck.
Yeah, if you're not doing great.
Yeah.
So maybe JB, maybe.
Well, JB's played 2 hands or 2 rounds, 2 games, and AB's played only 1.
Yeah,
JB
true.
lost, and now AB is losing.
Yeah, that doesn't really clarify enough for me. I don't feel like.
I feel like JB might be the guy with his hand in the air.
Wait, okay. 3 glasses of wine, 1 glass of wine. I feel like, okay, there's 2 glasses of wine.
There's 1 for each of them.
And this guy's actually holding 1. That doesn't quite. We got 3 on the table, but like it could be he's still nursing his, or that he's on his 3rd.
Yeah, oh wait, is he holding wine or is he holding cards?
You're right. He's holding cards.
So they each currently have 1 glass of wine, and it makes sense that Ash got to the game later, so he hasn't had as much wine. He just joined the game in the last hand, or round, or I don't know the right word for it.
It still doesn't quite lock it in as to who would be who. Okay, I'm going to make a called guess here. I'm going to guess that this is Brieg, because like the sort of, what does he have that I don't got? Like that seems like a very I'm 3 drinks in sort of like thing to say.
The facial expression, the movement of his jaw. This guy seems like he's got it more together. Yeah,
very much. So I'm guessing Brieg on that one there.
I was feeling that as well. I was leaning that direction as well.
John Brieg.
And Ash Blair.
Ash Blair. Here we are. Perfect.
All right.
Now we need to make declaration here. Robert Redruth crept into Willard Wright's room through the window.
You think he went out through the trapdoor? Or do you think the trapdoor is a red herring?
Let's examine the scene one more time.
I'm curious about this window because it's broken from the inside. That's how the glass fell to the outside.
That's true.
And it's open even though it's got a latch.
This door does not open. This one does not open. The key is on this side.
I think he locked himself in his room. So I think we're dealing with either the trapdoor or the window, and I'm just not sure which.
Yeah, I feel like someone used the trapdoors to get
either in or out.
In. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. The fact that the glass is out here, well, that he's...
Can we check out the window?
He's like escaping this way, and there's like, well, there's footprints from going off this path, though.
There's also footprints on the ground right in front of the window.
Yeah, there's a little bit. But it is latched here.
But it is latched.
And closed. So, yeah, like...
He didn't use the window to escape.
Are there footprints on the other side? They're yours. Shards of glass line the mud.
Possible his footprints just are out of view out this window. Though that's frustrating as a...
I feel like you needed to come in, like, if you're going to go out the window, you don't need to break it. You're on the side with the latches, you can open it. You can jump.
This is true, but why is the glass on the outside? Because if he had thrown a rock to break the window to get in, or punched the window to get in, the glass would have fallen inside.
I think the same, but like at the same time, I just don't know why, if you're on this side and going out that way, like you can just unlatch it, you open it, you go out.
I mean, maybe to muddy the crime scene, to confuse us.
Maybe.
But like...
I don't know.
It seems like a weird...
But it is latched this way, so he didn't leave this way either.
Correct. So he must have left out the window.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't leave through the door, and the trap door just leads to a window that's latched.
Yeah.
I guess he could have technically gone through the trap door and out the forget-me-not room door, and then down the stairs, but that seems real unlikely.
Yeah.
Because if you sneak into the second story of an inn and then walk out the front door, someone's going to notice. So I guess he used the shears to stab Will?
That's my guess also. It seems like a coat was left here, which might just be someone downstairs. Though do seem to have theirs.
Maybe it's an overcoat, like an outdoor coat.
Shoes left as well. Yeah. It seems like it does kind of seem like someone got a room in here, used the trapdoor to get into this room, and then escaped this way and broke the window for reasons unknown.
If that was the case, then we would need to check and see who got that room.
Yeah, and it doesn't... Who did it say was in the... It said who was in the Forget-Me-Not room. I think it's
in the guest book.
Ash. Yeah, so that's Ash's room. Okay. These really might be... Yeah, these might just be red herrings. It might just be straightforward. Got in through window.
Got
did
out
kills,
through window. Yeah.
Got out. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm...
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking now. While...
Annie, John, and Ash?
We're playing cards with loud music. Fight ensued upstairs. And
Will Wright. So interesting.
Got stabbed with a shear.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Incorrect.
Maybe Robert came in through Ash Blair's window and then locked it and then used the trap door to get to Will's room and then went out the window.
Like, I don't know how he'd gotten in with it being latched closed on this side. Like, you'd expect the glass to break over here.
It might not have been latched when he came in it.
Possible.
Or he might have walked up the stairs and gone through Ash's room into Will's.
Yeah. It's also, I guess, like, one thing that could also be incorrect here is the guess of who's playing cards like that. Like, we could, based on the time.
Because different people have played cards at different times.
In fact, it was probably while these three were playing cards, if it was, depending on how, well, I guess it didn't happen that long ago. The guy's running away now.
Right.
But they just started here.
We know it's not Annie, Will, and Maurice, because Maurice was playing loud music during the fight. That isn't the problem.
Willard Wright got stabbed.
Or at least it's not the only problem.
With a... I do guess shear still.
Yeah. We are assuming we know who the killer is. But I feel like that's a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah, especially with the, like, hey, you can lie low for a couple days.
Yeah, and you're the person sneaking away, and...
I guess this hasn't got blood on it.
True.
Though, like, he could have washed it in the basin.
Yeah, and none of the weapons do.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. What do the clocks, what does this little watch say? It's now 2 a.m, something. So, like, more time has passed.
My dear Maurice, that is interesting. Why does he have Maurice's watch, I wonder? Because Maurice is the fiddle or violin player.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing. Maybe Maurice is part of the Brotherhood.
Amazing Evans musical performance.
And he started around 11 p.m., so he's been playing for a while, if it's 2 now.
I'll never gamble with something so dear to me again.
I think it is reasonable to say that that the people who were playing when Will was killed are the people in the third set. Because Maurice started playing at 11.
Right.
So if it's 2 now, and Maurice, if the first hand was played before 11, or game was played before 11, and now it's 2 a.m., does a game actually take 3 hours?
It's hard to say. Yeah, and this was written at, it is midnight. I'll retire to bed for it's been a long day. So it was after midnight. and probably not that.
I mean, we're figuring that if the watch is correct, and it just happened because the murderer is just now sneaking away, it's maybe been 30 minutes since he was stabbed.
Yeah.
If the guy stayed to clean up, which is a big if.
The To My Dear Maurice is an interesting.
It really, really is.
There is something about this that we're missing a little bit. Though I think you're right that assuming that it is this game that's ongoing right now is, I think, a smart, reasonable. Robert Redruth crept into Willard Wright's room through the window.
Maybe he crept. Maybe we should say he crept into Willard Wright's room through the trapdoor.
That might be.
That's where we're going wrong.
No,
nope.
Not quite.
Okay.
Willard Wright got stabbed with a shear. I'm not seeing other bladed weapons.
Correct.
That, in this room space anywhere. So I am guessing that it is reasonable to assume that it is, in fact, the shears that are the
I'm pretty certain
murder
that's
weapon
correct.
in this case. So I feel pretty good about that one.
I think where I'm most questioning is I think maybe Robert came into Ash Blair's room. And I don't know through which means. I don't feel like I have a satisfying.
Hold on.
I'm at the point of just trying different things.
So, walking cane.
Ring.
And he is
in his night clothes.
And he's in his night clothes.
His day clothes are draped over his bed frame.
And he was in the Dandelion room. Willard Wright was in the Dandelion room, just to double check. Yes. I was wondering for a second if we were confused as did Willard Wright creep into the room that was not his or something?
Oh.
But no, I don't think that's the case. He's in his room.
Yeah. We could take out everything we're not sure of.
That's reasonable. We're not 100% sure about these.
But
these we're pretty reasonably sure about.
And I feel like we're pretty reasonably sure about the last set
Willard
as well.
Wright got stabbed with a shear. Yeah.
That one feels pretty accurate. So, who crept into whose room and in what way?
No. No one seems to... There's no evidence of anyone creeping into this room in any way. The door is locked. The window's locked. Nothing's changed. It feels like if anyone's room got crept into, it was this one.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
So I feel like saying Willard Wright here is reasonable.
I guess on a meta level, why do we even need the information that Ash Blair is the other room? Is it just a red herring?
You gotta have some details that aren't the ones that are the key to solving it, or else it's too easy that once you're down to just one or two slots, you just throw in whatever's left.
I guess that's true. I mean, at this point, we could just throw in whatever's left. It just wouldn't feel satisfying.
Yeah. Is the RR something that pops up in any of this other stuff? I don't think so.
The wanted poster downstairs, his name is RR.
Right.
I thought why you put him as the killer.
I partly do just because also the face looked very similar to the
Really? Does it? Oh yeah, it does. Hey.
Yeah.
And he's absconding and he's a baddie. Apparently.
Revenge RR, yeah. It does feel reasonable to say Robert Redruth, it certainly wasn't his room, crept into Willard Wright's room through the...
I mean, he could have locked the door of Willard Wright's room.
True.
We don't know what the scene looked like before he arrived.
The fact that I suppose that the key is in the door still might be kind of like a conspicuous detail, I suppose.
Maybe. I don't know whether that's normal.
I don't either. Didn't get in through this window.
He could have gotten in through that window and then locked it after he came in.
I suppose there's just like, there's no clues or anything that's like around that. Like the fact that these two are connected is like kind of feels like a noteworthy detail.
Yeah.
And,
but again, they have to have things to confuse us or else it won't be a puzzle.
Does Ash?
Ash has his key.
He does have his key. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. We can double check that.
And the door does not open. So yeah, it's locked. And I'm pretty sure that you're right that he does have he does have his key. Okay.
But Ash did just join the game, so maybe Ash let him in.
True.
Ash is the person who's meeting someone, I think. Because he's the person who's got business.
Remember, as an agent of our trading company, reflect its values to the fullest, never be late. Client leaves at port on 10th. Be persuasive, be effective. Our names must remain spotless.
And then check the note that Boynton has. Not that one. On his person.
Dear Oscar Boynton, it has come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I'll come by in 3 days. If you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and are willing to earn extra money, reach out to me. All right, which might be...
That was on the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering if this was sort of like...
Oh, the gin barrels are in the attic.
Are they? Then that could be a way that a murderer might sneak in through a barrel.
Oh.
And then...
Wait, barrel isn't an option, though.
No, but then, like, use trapdoor to get in, though. Like, from while being up there.
True. But we can't say he snuck into the room through the... Okay, yeah.
But something about this is not right.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Do we just try each of the means of egress? Ingress? Whatever the right word is. Do we just try window and door?
Like, the door...
Or is there a hint option that we should try?
There is a hint option, and we should definitely do that first. Hints. Getting stuck and working through to find a solution is at the heart of this game. Before you resort to the hints, we suggest you bear in mind the following advice. Have you made a typo? Have you considered all the evidence? Have you re-examined your assumptions?
Okay. Have we made a typo?
I don't think so. Robert Redruth, yes, crept into Willard Wright's room through the, like...
Means that we don't know.
Yeah, like, trapdoor seems like the reasonable option, but while Annie Green and John Brieg and Ash Blair were playing cards with loud music. Wait. So, like, there's evidence and things that make some sense that, like, that could suggest that Ash Blair might be an accomplice in this, right? Like, that he has reason to be here and he's, like, taking action while trying to make sure that reputations remain spotless.
Right.
He could have, like, he's got the key. He could let in Robert Redruth into his room, through which he could get through trapdoors and access the barrels, do whatever else he wanted to. And during this game, he was absent.
True.
So he could have been doing whatever during this time.
I mean, to be fair, Ash could be the killer. He could be framing Robert.
It's possible.
It's just we don't have a lot to tell us that, so it feels like a stretch.
It does definitely feel like a stretch. Yeah.
I feel like there's something we're missing.
Yeah, it feels like there is something obvious that we're not considering. Ash may have nothing to do with the murder. He may be still here, like, up to some sort of shady smuggling business. Like, he's here, he's got making sure some stuff is up here, he's making sure that whatever he's trying to get from or to the client, he's, like, handling and managing that business. This could have just been a break-in through window, murder, leave. Yeah.
Ash is trying to get a product to take back to his boss.
Right.
His trading company. The note that Boynton has is about someone who's trying to send a product. Ash is getting a product on the 10th. The note that Boynton has is someone who wants to send a product on the 11th.
Come by on the 11th. Yeah.
So I don't think those are completely connected. I don't think Ash has anything to do with the gin barrels.
Yeah, you might be right. There might be just several kind of shady dealings might just happen in here often. And a lot of people have their own things going on.
Yeah.
To Annie, you're beautiful like a rose for your blah, 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 blah. Bad poetry. Be calm, John. He was she even just called him by name. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought me a drink and then retired upstairs.
Will wrote that terrible poem.
Will wrote bad poetry.
But his letter was so well written.
That is the thing that occasionally makes... Oh, that's why it's to dear Maurice. He bet his watch. He lost his watch. That was, obvious in retrospect.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why Willard Wright has the watch.
Okay.
So, I still feel like it's window, unless there's just something really obvious we're forgetting, I think...
Window?
I think window. Or it happened during a different game, it might have happened...
We can try it with
during the
Oscar instead
Oscar
of Ash.
Boynton game instead. Still no.
At that point, Ash doesn't have an alibi. If it happened during the second game, then Ash doesn't have an alibi. Ash could be the killer.
That is true. That is true. It could be that Ash, during that game, came up here, dropped in...
Stole the idol. Maybe that's the product he's supposed to take back to the trading company.
That could be what was stored up here. Yeah.
Wait, what?
That maybe the idol is in one of these things. That's
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Idol's not in this guy's possession.
That's a good point.
Yeah, okay, and the idol's not... That is, I guess, the giveaway. The idol's not in this guy's possession. He could have left it in here. It could have still been him, but we could actually see, guess at, okay, maybe Revenge RR, which is something that Ash himself could have written.
Yeah. Especially with RR's poster downstairs. Framing him would be easy.
Let's take a guess at this, that it is... Instead, it is a dagger. That it is
through the
Ash
trapdoor.
Blair.
Two or
nice,
fewer slots.
Nice that it is. Nice that it is narrowing it down through the trapdoor. There it is. Okay, nice. We got there.
We're geniuses.
The scroll has been fulfilled. A man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trapdoor to steal something important. But then, when he opened the music box, it woke Willard up and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict.
We are so...
And the escaped convict just happened to be passing by.
Right. We are so genius.
Eventually. All right, new cutscene, though. Good morning, innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here a week ago. A deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening when Willard Wright died. I will make it worth your while.
Ooh, spinning a coin between our fingers.
The fancy hat. Okay, we should watch for fancy hats.
Okay,
when
future. He spun that coin, did he have a red ring on his finger?
I didn't see one.
Because I think the red ring might be a sign of the Brotherhood.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's not a family thing. Maybe that is a sign of being in the Brotherhood then.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't have a red ring possibly, but it does, maybe this is...
Replay it real quick.
Let's try.
Red ring?
Yep, red ring. Well spotted.
I saw it right before the coin and the movement, so I wasn't sure if I'd seen it or not.
Yep. That would be the Brotherhood then. Cool.
All right.
We got stuck on that one longer than we should have, but I bet this one will go better. We can do another.
Oh my goodness. This is such a dramatic scene.
The intoxicating dinner party.
Goodness.
Okay.
Was that Rose Cuthbert on the couch?
We will eventually find out. Stairs go that way, door goes that way. So we got a few screens now.
All right. These sure are fine coats.
They sure are. An expensive cigar and little Pip. Run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I'll pay you when I'm back, David.
Ah.
Okay.
I wonder if this is the servant boy that Ash was connected with.
I imagine so. Okay.
Oh, so many coats.
An overcoat and a hat.
A lady's overcoat and hat.
Oh. Overcoat and hat.
A gentleman's.
Box of cigars in this one. Okay. And March 1st, 1788. Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invite you and your father to a dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley.
So we're probably at April 8th.
Probably. Yeah, probably. And
this is her invite.
Dear Mary, here is something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Badley. 1788, March 5th.
Okay. Boy, my head's slightly spinning.
There's lots to absorb, but we don't have to...
There's so many names and dates.
Yeah, names and dates are definitely a lot, but...
Ooh.
There's a little syringe here with some liquid left in it that they hid in here.
That is a poison weapon, I bet.
I expect so. Let's see then.
Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed.
Let's see. Small, simple key. Fancier key. And the dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears not to enjoy meat, therefore prepare some alternative side dish, which is possibly what got syringed.
Yeah,
with
also
stuff.
Brian.
Also Brian.
No. On the main screen, underlined, Brian. She said the name Brian.
Wait. Oh, right you are. Keep on not seeing the underlines. Okay. To Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service.
It's a little gravy boat.
Yep. It's a cow.
Or maybe a milk jug. Maybe it's for pouring milk, because it's a cow.
Mrs. Smith, 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You are responsible for Little Pip during all of his errands. Mr. Walker, I am to be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Mrs. Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. N.B. David Gorin's job requires that he may arrive or leave during the night. No complaining about this. From Cloudsley.
Edmund Cloudsley.
Okay. Full and sealed bottles with red liquid labeled wine. A full and sealed bottle with amber liquid labeled brandy.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be what the fancier key is for, possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
Does match it color-wise, at least.
And here's a less fancy lock for the larder. 3
loaves of bread, some lemons, basket of potatoes, sack of flour, pair of opaque bottles labeled water, cut vegetables, big piece of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some key and lock puzzles. Actually, I'm going to guess that the shape of the key handle might match the locks that we're looking at. So
yeah, that might be the larder key.
Yeah.
She's got the wine cabinet key.
Of course, I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assume you're itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. Small, simple key, or it might just be a different key.
Fair.
Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations, and you will be no longer a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our poor souls. Ada.
And that was March 4th. I wish I could remember what year Sebastian Cloudsley died in.
Yeah, I really don't feel like we could write these things down, but
There's one more door behind Ada.
Door to the outside, not locked. Okay. Stack of candles. Dear Diary, this has been an ordinary day mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years I've loyally worked here. It is a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to Master about it tomorrow. Hortius the wise slave, fables about rulers that make you think. 1 pound and 2 shillings, an ink pot.
Okay.
So this seems like servants' quarters in here.
Yeah,
Both of them.
that's probably Ada's quarters.
Yeah. Sealed pot labeled print paint. Down with parasites. Too long have they feasted on our blood and sweat.
Oh. That is political.
Someone's feeling revolutionary a little bit.
Yeah. Lucia Smith, and if you'll check the
which
schedule.
Of these someone's got scandalous novels. Which one is, I guess the novels are all down here.
That's not scandalous, though.
Yeah.
And that's just a diary.
Yeah.
Can you check the rota on the wall again?
Rota.
The schedule?
This thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Miss Smith, Mr. Walker, Mrs. Baker, and B.
Okay.
So an Ada Baker or Ada Smith, probably?
Lucia Smith, Ada Baker.
Lucia Smith, Ada Baker. While we have the thought, I guess we don't know who is who.
Lucia Smith is stirring things. She's the cook.
Oh, okay,
Ada
nice.
Baker's the cleaner.
Alrighty. Ada Baker.
And Little Pip is the other person we have currently.
Lucia Smith, Pip, Little. Okay.
This is Ada Baker's, I think.
And
given the diary.
Yeah, and this literature is tucked away a bit more.
Given the candles, rather, I think this is Ada's, because she's the one. Lucia was asking for candles.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is. Yeah,
we're
not at thinking yet, though. We're
not
still
quite yet.
Learning, looking.
There's plenty of time. A set of locked picks. Ash Blair, finest tobacco.
I do believe our murderer from the last section was not actually named Ash Blair. I think that was a pseudonym.
Oh,
because they said a man calling himself Ash Blair.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
A dagger, pistol. David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. Edmund Cloudsley. Okay.
Okay. There's also something,
more keys.
Interesting.
Of sort. Interesting indeed, yeah. Door locked.
Ooh.
Many things inside this little pouch.
This looks like it might be Little Pip's space.
This does look that way. Monkey Man 2, tooth for tooth. Monkey Man 1 versus Striped Dark Hand.
Oh, and he drew that thing for...
Oh, yeah.
Maybe?
Maybe. A small bottle filled with amber liquid. Another kind of fancy key.
So many keys.
A couple of pennies, fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch.
Somebody's a little thief. Is what that sounds like.
That might well be. Yeah, Little Pip might be a little thief.
Just a little pickpocket.
A little bit. Now there's upstairses.
Yes.
Couple of rooms upstairs.
Oh boy.
We
have found the murder.
We have found the murder, though. That's for sure.
Found a man stabbing at another man with a fork.
Or at least threatening.
I don't know why that looks so funny to me.
It does look pretty funny. Okay.
Meals.
A full glass of cloudy liquid untouched. A salad untouched. Partially empty glass of clear liquid. Partially empty glass of wine. Partially empty glass of cloudy liquid. I guess cloudy would be the brandy, maybe?
I don't think that's the brandy.
Yeah, it's not the color. The color's not right. Amber liquid is the brandy, right?
Yeah.
Partially empty, partially empty. Partially eaten salad. Partially smoked cigar. Okay, cigar's a connection. Piece of roast. Salad. Bit of both.
And the white wine.
Glass of yellow liquid. Okay.
Or something.
That'll be stuff to dig through a little bit more later. This is horrible. An embroidered handkerchief. Okay.
Embroidered with what, might I ask?
I'd love to know as well. It's poison. Nobody touch a thing and nobody move. I'll send for a doctor right away.
Edmund Cloudsley.
An embroidered handkerchief. You have the
key to the liquor cabinet. That tracks.
You have the key to whatever this is as well, but I feel like someone might have forged this.
Yeah, I think so. The head of the house, the owner of the house, has the key to the liquor cabinet because he doesn't trust his staff with it.
Of course, yeah.
Not even his cook, not even the people, like his most close and trusted staff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely upsetting.
This might be the father.
This isn't even fake hair. This is just
towels?
Cloth that you've tied up.
It looks like kitchen towels.
It really does.
It's a choice.
Let's see. The lady is not breathing and her face is blotched. Okay, so you are the fan.
This is Rose.
The fangirl. 4 pounds and
fangirl.
Rings with various gemstones.
Yeah. That's Edmund's sister Rose. Sister? Yeah, Edmund's sister Rose.
And here's this one again. Name escapes me, but gambling debts I wanted. No.
This is Peter Batley.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
You killed my aunt, you devil. I should execute you on the spot with this fork. It's a fork. 2 pounds, pack of cards. Still gambling.
Of course.
And...
Well, he wasn't going to take the aphorisms to heart, so...
True.
Oh, more... Okay. This'll answer the things on the...
We got
on the
water.
table.
We got a roast. We got a salad bowl. Half full carafe of amber liquid labeled brandy. Half full bottle of red liquid labeled wine. Almost full carafe of yellow liquid containing lemons, lemonade, and half empty bottle of cloudy liquid labeled peptic tonic.
Huh.
Okay. And you? Oh, my lord, this has nothing to do with me. More keys. Oh, you've got another one of these keys and
This might be the head of staff.
This might be, yeah. 1 shilling. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey and you'll feel better. So you're the more revolutionary
That's
one.
the revolutionary one.
Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner and I will slip you a shilling, says Peter. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we're going to have to figure out who was sitting where based on what people can have and right. And you have the shilling, so you did the job.
There's so much thinking to be done.
There's a lot of thinking to be done.
And there's another screen.
With more stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This one's rough. This one's a lot.
This one is a lot. Committing to another one in the same episode might have been a mistake, but that's fine. There's the idol. Okay.
We found it.
Found it. All right.
Notes. Dear Edmund, this cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's Manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother. Rose Kubert.
Okay.
Talking about Peter Batley.
Yeah.
And his gambling debts.
And another.
Dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to the colonies where his violent nature will make him feel at home. I hear you are having a dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father, Lothar. What a name. If Peter and I were able to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventure in the colonies so we can ship him away.
From Rose again.
Ms. Baker, starting on a year ago. Well, half a year ago. Housemaid.
Yearly wage £9. Okay. We've gotten a lot of names. Let's quickly, if there's any,
Ada Baker, housemaid. Yeah, that does track.
This will, also help us cement some of these things in our head a little bit better. So this is Mary.
Yeah. Mary Lothar? I don't know if that's a first name or a last name.
Yeah. No, Lothar was her father's name, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's first or last.
And I'm guessing that's Lothar.
Him.
Yeah.
Rose Kubert is the one on the couch.
Right. Okay, Peter Batley, Rose Kubert.
It's right next to Rose.
There we go. Cloudsley, right.
Cloudsley,
Edmund Cloudsley. Here we go.
I feel like we should be able to identify who the
Goran was the house servant, I feel like.
I thought David Goran looked different. Plus, David Goran's got a different room than this guy.
Oh, maybe you're right. Okay, we'll back it up rather than going to guesswork here. Just to double check. Lady Mary and her well-to-do father Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, I would beguile him with tales of adventure. Okay.
There might have been something in the invites in the coat
Yeah, I bet
that gives their full names.
I bet you are right. Okay. Let's go glance real fast.
Yeah.
While we're thinking of it.
The
Cigars on that one.
pink lady's coat. Miss Richards.
Richards. Okay, Richards for both.
So Lothar, Richards, and...
Yeah. Okay. And
Jeez.
this is... And yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Richards.
Top line.
Ha.
There you go.
There we go.
I don't think that's David Gorin.
All right, yeah, I'm game for...
It might be Brian Walker.
Might be.
I think we had Brian Walker's name come up somewhere, obviously, because we've got it in here.
Yeah, it would have been in here somewhere, I feel like. Miss Smith. Mr. Walker, yes. And then there's NB.
Manservant.
David Gorin's job requires that he may arrive at or leave during night.
NB...
Mr. Walker feels like a good bet for...
Mr. Walker's the manservant.
Yeah. As to what...
Who would be, like, head of house, I think.
Yeah, and probably Brian, but probably Brian.
Why do I think that, though? I think maybe there's somewhere else that has his name as well.
I think so. And
we
at
got
this
Brian
point...
from somewhere.
Yeah, and we've got David Gorin, and yeah, like he's not Monkey Man Walker or Dog Hand Walker, so I think we can, there you go.
Cool.
Okay, so we've at least got the names.
Okay.
And we know at least a little bit about, like, someone had dietary preferences,
we know
restrictions.
that Mary Richards doesn't eat meat.
Okay. And so she's one of these three, and she would be sitting next to
Peter Batley.
Yeah, so
I think Peter had a note to Little Pip to get him a cigar in his coat.
Ooh,
or maybe on Pip's person. I don't remember which.
Let's double check that from David.
From David.
David said it. I'll pay you when I'm back. Run to the city and grab me some Ashblair tobacco and a bottle of gin. Okay.
And that's David Gorin. Check the coat pockets.
Yeah.
Again, because somebody did have...
box of cigars there. So that might be...
I think...
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
I think it's more likely to be Peter smoking the cigars, but I don't know that for certain.
And I don't think we have a cigar on the table anywhere.
Oh, we do.
Oh, we do. You're right.
Yeah.
Partially smoked cigar.
One of them might have cigars on them as well, instead of just at the table. They might be holding one, and that would help us.
But there's
know.
no one. So that's an interesting one. This is a no meat plate by itself. So if that is Peter Batley, then Mary can't be on either side. So Peter Batley can't be the one with the cigars.
Okay, good call. Yeah, because he's definitely sitting next to Mary.
Yeah,
I think, and I'm reaching. I think that's Rose at the top of the table.
I'm gonna guess Mary and then Peter.
That's my thought.
Wait, which one's missing a fork? There it is.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
Peter.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's Peter.
Okay. Let's see. So Peter was the one missing a fork. The orientation.
Different.
Yeah, the orientation of the table is a little different, but that's okay. Peter Batley.
And then Mary's got the lemonade.
Yeah, Mary Richards, the lemonade. At the head of the table, I believe you're right. Probably Rose Kubert.
I say that, but the head of the table would normally be the master of the house, Edmund Cloudsley.
Well, yeah.
Which would leave Mary sitting to his... I'm sorry, not Mary, Rose sitting to his left. And then Lothar with the cigar.
Yeah, I feel like Lothar having the cigars feels like... Does anyone have cigar stuff on them anywhere?
No, just on the coat. But Edmund Cloudsley's coat wouldn't be hung up in his own front hall.
Probably, yeah.
Because that's where his guests' coats are.
That does feel like a safe bet.
Yeah, he's got 4 guests. There are 4 coats. So I think Lothar's got the cigar. And then I would assume like I said, Edmund at the head and Rose next to him.
I'm down for that.
Just for propriety's sake, or whatever. Maybe he's eaten all his meat.
Correct. Go us.
We are so good.
Quite good. And this also helps, so we know Rose, if the poison was in the food, and probably it was could have been in either of the dishes, but
or in the drinks.
Or in the drinks.
Because her peptic is gone and his is not. Edmund's is not.
Yeah, I'm guessing the peptic is where the Yep. Okay.
I don't think we were done thinking in the last room.
No, yeah, we definitely have some exploring to do. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Well, Edmund. You seem pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. Lord George Bridges.
Interesting.
Might be a future person to keep tabs on. Edmund Cloudsley, once more you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demand amends. The only course of action you have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentance, serpent, or we will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. Interesting.
So Cloudsley's probably behind the theft of the idol from Will Wright, because he's got it in his possession now.
That is true. It probably was David Gorin who was the murderer going by the name, and he wanted the
Ash.
cigars. So yeah, so David Gorin's right.
Yep.
I like how these connect. That's fun.
I know, right?
There's original
Batley.
Yoshi.
Yep.
Dear
Batley's
Uncle,
house symbol.
I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you are too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me 300 pounds. It is small change to you, and I am desperately in need of it at present. Truly yours, Peter Batley.
I feel like Edmund might have done his sister in.
I think so. The revolution will come for the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk with your blood from the final vanguard.
His own manservant.
Right, here we have another fancy thing with a fancy lock.
There's our peptic tonic.
Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also, consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. A sealed bottle labeled opium and peptic tonic.
Okay.
2 sealed bottles of cloudy liquid labeled peptic tonic. All right.
And some cupboards.
Platinello.
Ideal Republic. Visions of a utopia with order and structure.
Okay.
Dr. Abram Anderton, Secret Codes.
Such trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider this simple example. Money, as denominator of value, has evolved and changed a lot. Still, in savvy hands, it is a powerful tool. Money has changed hands. Clever.
Oh.
We should...
Wait. Open it up again. Such reading word easy, notice unsafe. Okay.
Yeah, I do think we should actually, with anything else that we look at that has writing...
Look for that cipher.
Dear Edmund, this since Sebastian's for he get... Nope.
Probably not in Rose's letters.
Something in here, perhaps. You after, and they take you... Nope. Thee for you, soon your common blood. Not really. I, Richards for instead, second pound there. And once our warning, your amends the two... Okay. Started out pretty good, though.
Interesting.
We should, definitely keep doing that, though, each time we see something to read.
Yes.
More candles. Remember to take the fourth one from every row.
Oh.
Star Child. Ink.
That might be our...
Scandalous reading.
Maybe, but she's got candles, so...
Yeah. 4 shillings and a penny. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here for the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with such nonsense again.
Okay.
Mademoiselle, the laceless count, the besmirched lover of Lusitania. Yep. And knife.
And no candles.
No candles. Yeah, okay, so we can...
There's also a shiny on her door.
The door locked. And...
Oh.
Boy, everyone's got just little tucked away hidden things in here. Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearances.
Okay.
A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid, partially empty. Whose room does she want to be near?
She wants the bottom room.
Yeah. Interesting.
Bottom room's the one that we think is Baker.
Yeah. Let's...
Not Baker, sorry, Walker.
Yeah, Brian Walker, that feels right.
Little Pip is between the kitchen and the cabinet, we think.
Pip.
Just because it's the most childish.
Agreed, yeah, for sure.
The second from the top, we think, is Lucia Smith.
Yes.
And then David Gorin as the one above that one, yeah. Because it's got the ash blare and all the weaponry.
Yep, all the weaponry. Yep. Totally. All right. David Gorin.
Which leaves
Ada
as the top floor.
Baker.
And she's the newest as well, so she's on the top.
Nice. All right. Now it's coming together pretty well. And I think we've examined all the clues. Yes.
I think so.
Yes. Okay. So, let us... Final exam thoughts. Someone wanted someone dead, and thus someone poisoned the...
Poisoned the peptic, right?
I think so, the tonic. And hid the necessary key in a...
Vase.
Statue. Oh, the necessary key. The key.
The key,
right. Yeah,
right.
I was thinking the same thing.
Pocket?
Yeah, we'll have to come back to that one. At the dinner party, someone ingested the poison and died.
Oh.
Rose Kubert.
Might not have been the right person.
Right, yeah. Someone was targeting Edmund probably with it, but Rose also took the tonic.
You think Peter was targeting Edmund?
That would, yeah, and Peter's immediately the one throwing blame around as well. I like that. Peter badly wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead, and thus someone poisoned the tonic and hid the necessary key in a...
Okay.
Brian Walker also wants Edmund Cloudsley dead.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Would have had a lot more key access to it. Peter's not professed intent to harm yet.
That is very fair.
Brian Walker wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead, and thus someone poisoned the tonic and hid the necessary key in a something.
Let's double check little Pip's person again. Does he have a little key? Because conning a child, no, he just has a cigar and a request to go get a cigar.
Yeah.
Cool. I was just thinking conning a child might be like a really easy way to not do the deed yourself.
Yeah. Someone hid this in here.
We should look at the plethora of keys.
There are a plethora of keys.
Because the blue key that
the one
goes
you need
to
is
this cabinet.
Yeah, is to get in here.
The official key for this cabinet is in Edmund's possession.
Yes.
And it looks, can you open it?
And he also has one of these keys. And I feel like one or two other people have copies of this.
Yeah, can you pull it up just so we can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Square shape and yeah.
Yeah. So we've seen that key in a couple people's rooms. I think...
You don't have that one you have for the larder.
I think it's in one of these rooms that we've seen him.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I feel like you're right. Okay.
Oh, there.
Copies,
That's where
duplicates.
It is. Duplicate and a blank.
Yeah, okay. That were hanging out here that might have been...
Hid the key in the wall. That's not a thing.
Someone, whoever's up here, maybe tied this off.
Oh.
Or this is a thing that
Ada might have done that.
Ada might have done that. Goran might have actually been the one who did the murder and then left, then bailed, and saying, hey,
We don't have any reason to think Goran would...
Run to the city and grab me some ash blair tobacco. I guess he didn't pay. I'll pay you when I'm back, David.
And Goran's doing shady stuff for Edmund, but we don't have any reason to think he wants Edmund dead.
True. So we're thinking then...
hid the necessary key in a bag? Because it is in a bag hanging out a window.
Yeah, in a bag.
Maybe Ada did the poisoning.
Ada might have done. The stuff is outside David Goran's window.
No. There's no window there.
Wait. No, you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, that's
it's out Ada's window.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. Is there anything from her stuff? Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share.
She's being bribed.
I there used has no... To share good news. There is no substance to claim that your late husband has used his position to squander church money. The judge decided to remove accusations. You will be no longer a target of baseless gossip. I truly, sincerely hope this provides some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our poor soul. This feels like there is a code in here somewhere, the way this is written.
Take every fourth?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that take every fourth one meant.
Which ones are... their church capitalized is interesting, and may our Lord... yeah.
I think that's just the church and instead of a church.
What else does she have up here?
That's not hers.
Lockpicks. Oh, you're right. That's not hers. This is that's Goran's.
That's Goran's.
Hers has remember to take the fourth one from every. Yeah, fourth one from every row. Okay.
What is that talking about?
That's what this is. Fourth one from every row. Use substance to remove target sincerely. Dark hand steward.
Dark hand steward.
Dark hand steward. Nice. Okay. All right.
So that's Dark hand steward is who wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead.
Yeah, I guess so.
And thus, Ada Walker poisoned the room. Ada Baker.
And thus, Ada.
In the... Sorry, before we finish off. In the trash can, the threatening note.
Not
that one.
Not that one.
I think
this
it's
one.
the green.
Final
Vanguard.
Final Vanguard.
Not Dark Hand
Which is,
Steward.
I think, that's what Manservant is using as a code name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we can finish off the thinking.
I think so. Ada Baker. Boom. Ada Baker received encoded instructions from Darkhand Steward to poison Edmund Cloudsley. She used her ability to move freely throughout the rooms while cleaning and made a copy of the key to the medicine cabinet. She used a syringe to poison a sealed Pepsi tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked for tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. Nice. Go us.
We're so good.
We are. Quite good is what we are. And we will get to this third part of Chapter 2 next time. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.
Goodbye.